You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show na Liberty Online Television. Now, the different platform they must sound they watch we this morning. We will bring come this edition of the Breakfast Show. Mina Mabel Kaba, they say good morning.
And Mina Mohamed Kamaya, they say good morning.
All right, well, inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we can talk about how far the government of Sierra Leone, together with the All People's Congress APC Party, don't go for implement the agreement for national unity, where the two parties have been going to inside October 2023. It don't take 10 months since they signed this agreement. We make today Liberty Online TV decide for can look at how far the two parties they don't go for implement the thing they wouldn't be agreed to inside this agreement.
And continue for the with me at the program. This is the Breakfast Show, and you say for the watch you can join the program and join the conversation. Drop your comments at the comment section and also send me a message on 074 200 545. As we move on with the program, later we'll check the inbox and read out the messages them honored on the set. All right, continue for the with we now the program. Well, quickly we go on for take we first material inside the program before we welcome we guest. We do with we now the studio. Well, like I say, continue for the drop your comments in the comment section and also send me message on 074 200 545. Quick one, we take a first material. Magistrate Santigi Bangura, now the Magistrate Court number 2, don't send 4 students them from Rugby College, University, for go to High Court for further trials for where police allege say them be thief but $850,000 United States dollars from one Priscilla Jusu Sise. We court reporter Maya to Sheriff get more and gonna report.
4 students from the Rugby College University of Salone, Doreen Sonili, James Fire Foya, James Brima Foya, Yata Jusu, and Mami Momo don't do their final appearance before Magistrate Santigi Bangura na the Freetown Magistrate Court number 2 for where police allege say they be joined and be thief $850,000 United States dollar. Then people had it in court on 3 count charge we get for do with conspiracy to commit a felony contrary to law, housebreaking, and larceny, contrary to Section 26(1) of the Larceny Act of 1916. According to the particulars of offense, na that Doreen Yavana Sonili and James Fire Foya, na Kaimachende Drive SS Camp, na the western part na Freetown, be joined hand with other people them for commit felony to with housebreaking. On count 2 states say the same person during Yavana Sonili been broke go inside one retired nurse Priscilla Jusu Sise in Oath, receive $850,000 United States dollars. Count 3 states say James Brima Foya, Yata Jusu, and Mami Momo on the same date and place be harbored during Yavana Sonili and James Fire Foya, where they know say them people here don't commit felony with the intention for help them for escape punishment. Magistrate Santigi Bangura be commit this case to High Court and be give bail to the number 5th accused when a Mami Momo and be refused for give bail to the balance 4 accused person them and be send this case na High Court. For Liberty Online TV, me na Maria to Sheriff.
Alright, welcome back. Well, that's an update to Maria to Sheriff Giwi from court, and members say you the watch breakfast show on Liberty Online Television and the different platform them Osai on the get with this morning. If now you first time for join we, welcome to the family. This Osai we are the only digital platform Osai they get credible, accurate and safe balanced story for all the issues them we will deal with. And we tell you now this edition of the breakfast show today where they can talk about the agreement for national unity where the government of Sierra Leone together with the All People's Congress APC Party being signed 10 months ago. Inside this August, this particular agreement is 10 months since then sign them. We make the Liberty Online TV one for know how far the two parties they don't go inside the past 10 months for ensure say then keep to waiting them don't go sign to now this agreement for national unity. Members say yourself when they watch the program can send me a message and the different forum the most they get with this morning. We're there on Facebook, we're there on YouTube, we're also there on the website www.libertyonlinetv.com. And also you go send a message to +232 74 200 545. Well, for can help we talk this morning, for can know waiting government of Salone and the APC Party don't do for implement waiting in the agreement for national unity. Now the studio this morning, we don't get one of the guests and we don't come. We're na Mohammed Pope Kamara, the Deputy National Publicity Secretary at the APC. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning and plenty thank you for all that explanation.
We also expect somebody from the government for can represent the government for council. We waiting themselves don't do on their own side for implement the thing them with inside the agreement for national unity. But as we don't get Mohammed Pope Kamara from the APC, we go start with you straight away and like I tell the viewers then this August now it mark the 10th month since the governments of Salone and the All People's Congress been going to this agreement for national unity. But before we go into how far una don't go for ensure una play on our own part for implement waiting on a representative then been signed to, just start for tell the viewers and first if the All People's Congress APC Party still stand by the thing them way on have been signed at this agreement.
Yes, family and viewers, it is evidence that we go participate into the Leone dialogue because we believe in Sierra Leone, because we believe the only thing we will move this country forward now will get a space where democracy will thrive. And based on the 11 years experience we don't get during the war, we don't forget a repeat of such. And because of that particular reason, we decide to, despite being very conscious of the fact that the elections were rigged, despite being very conscious of the fact, yes, indeed, people were deprived in their communities from making them participate fully into the electoral process during the elections. We see how people were intimidated, some people were kicked out of their houses burnt and so on and so forth. But yet still, because of a party that believes in coexistence, because of a party that believes in cohesion, because of a party that believes in the existence and the principles of democracy, we still go into the dialogue, and whatever we agreed upon, the APC go ensure says we support full implementation.
So generally, if we talk about implementation, how you go describe the way how it don't sound like from both parties in terms of commitment to implementing within the agreement?
Well, beyond all reasonable doubt, the APC have demonstrated and showcased what we refer to as commitment into ensuring that all the resolutions there are 8 resolutions in this particular Benchumani agreement, and most of them we don't go through them. For example, like resolution 1, we get for a joint statement between President Bio and Dr. Samora Matthew Wilson Kamara. We also say they don't get that joint statement of peace and cohesion. We get resolution 2, where we get for do with we elected officials then going back to work. That is our members of parliament, councillors, mayors, chairmen, and so on and so forth. We don't see that one day, we don't implement them. We also get resolution 7, we get for do with condemnation of hate speech by the two parties, both APC and the SLDP. We've gone through that. Both parties have signed a joint communique expressing that hate speech not forget a space, not the democratic space, not this country. Hate speech not for day because it will inspire negativity to the minds of young people who are so gullible, young people who don't feel deprived in the country. So whatever little spark you give them, they will turn into something else. So as a party, we don't commit ourselves, we don't do that name. Then we get resolution 8, where now in gets for the constitution of the moral guarantors, where now they get for ensure they monitor the full implementation of all within we say. You understand? So those moral guarantors, they can work on having them together, or they can work on putting them together. We don't submit we own list already. The government side also don't submit the list, and we are working towards that when it comes to the issues of the moral guarantor. Then we get to resolution 4 and 5, we get for those political prisoners and detainees, and also those politically motivated cases. As we speak on political prisoners and detainees, we have submitted a list to the government, and the government don't also send me a form where they look into, and there is a misconception will be happen, at least it was a misunderstanding in terms of information, but then we as a party and as a government, we have to manage them, for we ensure successful implementations, they take place and they go on. Then we get resolution 6, we get for do with building a healthy political ecosystem in the country between the APC and the SLPP, between the people and the citizenship, and also between former President Anes Baikogoma and President Bio, between Dr. Samura Kamara and President Bio, between the leadership of the APC and that of the SLPP, and so that coexistence. Let us see ourselves as Sierra Leoneans first before seeing ourselves as SLPPs or APCs. So that has to do with resolution 6, and for resolution 3 now is the how we refer to the big bull and the hall. You understand where you get for the tripartite, and on the issue of the tripartite, we don't go through 6 months. We don't submit the reports to the president. There are 80 recommendations in the convergent report, and there are other side that has to do with the divergent. And we also don't commit ourselves in ensuring that we get a successful implementation of all of those resolutions. And let's see how this will fast track for those who are suffering in prisons, for those who are detained, and also for those who don't be in exile throughout this period, where we need for get them and reintegrate them back to different communities. So as a party, we are committed, though we are facing some challenges, but they are meant to be there, and I think we have made up our mind to surmount them. So that is the current situation where we are moving forward.
All right, Pope, according to you, you say we don't ensure say we are able to fulfill almost all within inside the resolutions and recommendations. Then after we don't get the peace unity between UNA and the government.
It's a work in progress. We not fulfill. We not fulfill. Let it be on the record that, and also so. All the tools that they try to say, there are a lot of things that we work towards achieving, but we not fulfill them yet. There are challenges, and like I say, we therefore we can discuss them so that at least we go through them.
All right. So I will assess governments their own commitments in ensuring that they're able for work to the agreements they want to make.
Well, like I say, there are a lot of challenges. There are a lot of delays in certain things, and we will feel safe by now for them done. For example, especially when it comes to the political detainees, political prisoners, you understand. That they don't become a very serious concern, because for long time, when we talk about the constitution of the moral guarantors, they don't ask for list, we don't submit to list, and so on and so forth. So there are challenges, but like I say, as a party, we are committed to ensure that at least we meet those challenges and let we overcome them for the peace of the country.
All right, Mohammed Pope Kamara, continue for the with me at the studio from the All People's Congress APC Party. Just be the give preamble as to how far the All People's Congress APC Party don't go for ensure say they implement the thing them where the representative then be go signed to now the agreements for national unity. Well, from the All People's Congress APC Party, we know that 2 people and be going to this agreement: the government of Salone and the All People's Congress. Now we can hear from the government of Salone how far themselves don't go for implement the thing them where they inside the agreement for national unity. I know say the most popular one among them all now be for set up the committee. We don't do them work and don't hand over reports to President Bio. But other thing then we been the part of the 8 thing them where them been agreed say them go do as 2 sides for ensure say national unity day. We make could be one for no 10 months down the line. Waiting on they happen with all the resolutions and they where them be go sign to. And for can talk on behalf of the government of Sierra Leone, now the pleasure this morning for welcoming at the studio Abubakar Josise, welcome out now the strategic communications unit, now the Ministry of Information. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right, we just hear it from the All People's Congress APC Party as to how far they don't go for implement the agreements for national unity, where the two parties then be going to 10 months down the line. Firstly, from the government of Sierra Leone, just start for tell with us how you go describe cooperation from the other side of the team for ensure say when I implement within inside the agreement.
Well, I think say cooperation is so far. I don't try for catalog. Because the implementation are joint now we and then deep and this year, so not like I will not do. And in several attempts to the facts, progress has been made. Challenges, obviously, I mean, any trade they implement, you bound for encounter challenges along the way. But the most important thing is that a lot of progress has been made. When you look at the different resolutions from the one we begin with HE speech to the nation, to the APC returning to governance, setting up of the tripartite, inter-party dialogue, all these things happen. One or two glitches we did, where more especially where we get the setting up of the cross-party committee, what we call the tripartite. Then there are handful of people who say that was an initiative of His Excellency the President. And the Bintumani Peace Conference we just adopted because the say within the best interest of the country. His Excellency we look and see in recent years all the elections all of the elections people they go but the outcome, but the processes and all that thing they follow the elections. So it didn't fit say this time around let we really go to the root of the problem. For seeing waiting really not work well in the electoral process, we will try for fixer so that going forward we'll get a very good electoral process, we will enjoy the healthy democracy. So now along the line, the Excellency decides to get a committee, initially called electoral reforms, but they asked the Honorable Vice President for it. But when the Bintumani conference came, the APCBC let them self day inside. It was good because now the country really talk about now it's not by itself. We know they're not power forever. But if we get very good laws, good processes, good institutions, definitely the country will want fine. So on that basis, when they decide for adopter one day, His Excellency agree and set up that one day. But all man be only talking on that. But at the end of the day, we go for praise the party that involved, the three parties, the international community, we government and the APC, because especially we in APC, a lot of back and forth every day. But to a large extent, people bent backwards to accommodate other people in the interest of the country. We have to say that. But if all man go put in card on the table at us and me want and anything, we're not for that issues that we should today. There may be some outstanding issues which can always be resolved, but the key issues in AT recommendations have been resolved. And nowadays, His Excellency is very much determined for the social media. Already, cabinets all look at and we push the process forward. For the one that we get for the law, you know, say, first you know, just got to see this for change. They have to go through parliament and all that. So there's just all of them there because they are in the best interest of the country and we're in the best interest of the country and I really go for. So we think, say, to a very large extent, we don't make significant progress in that direction.
So making progress inside the past 10 months, how many recommendations out of 8 we have been signed to the resolutions them? How many of them you go safely say don't be implemented fully inside 10 months?
I don't think say there is any outstanding one. The only one we the focus on now resolution 4, the guy is we go for the use of political prisoners as well. That has never been defined. Where as far as we concern as a government, we do not have political prisoners because nobody knows behind bars on the basis of expressing in political belief. Because we do not have that sort of prisoner. In our jails, not get that. And that's I mean we say in the definition of political prisoner, not get one. We get people away be involved in one law violation of law issue on another, where the law taking course. That's what I'm aware of, and I'm aware of as government. However, because they say the people in and the people there, and then they try to make a case, that matter has been sent to the Attorney General's office for them to look at the gravity of their offences and what they commit, look at the case and other things. Then they will determine waiting for them. So that process they don't go on all this while. I get a summary of waiting without happen so far. We'll just read out because the brother said in there, maybe we agree, we will disagree. So now, we say out of the 381 persons, the initially submit at 381. Yeah. So, people that they will be getting at the APC, the failed coup, then all the number there are the statistics. Only 50 people on the list of 381 are currently in custody. Only 50. 108 escaped from detention on November 26. Plenty more will not carry in. Then other list check the name there. 3 military officials who are alleged to be part of the November 26 faithful attempt, but after investigation, they have since been released and reinstated into the army. They will get 65. Where they will not discharge after they don't pay some small fines. They will get 14 where they don't release from bail. They will get 51 names released where they not ever put in custody on that same list. They will get 9 names where they duplicate. So the actual people who they talk about 380, so about 15. So the process they on now for see how they will address the issue in accordance with waiting in the resolution. Yeah, I think that's the most challenging one, and also for the set of people the way because of electoral issues or violence or whatever, we don't want to go on the other side. And we never have asked to that one because Excellency they push that peace and national cohesion from the one after the election that we all for come back together, and anybody we go see others and they don't know for she goes on side. They don't go look out by the eye because I don't know all better. I mean, if issues be done, the election don't know. Who don't know election? We just get for go before as a country. Continue for go before. Election not go down and still remember election to progress that one day. So any election related issues will make somebody on a way come up with anything. We especially waiting for them come back. Any way we can do for facilitate that one day, we do one. I think that's another outstanding issue to be seen. Of course, the other one get for do the tripartite recommendation. Whether one in day, I mean, get for take time for implement because a lot of them get for do the laws. A lot of them get for do amendment of the laws. Now in the parliament and get for amendment. But definitely we ensure they are fully implemented.
So this resolution 4, we don't make mention of because be already one for quotes from the chief minister. We may see tweets, this BNSM na X. It been right with you don't read to exactly say out of the names them where the All People's Congress APC Party been submit. And I don't fair not say that resolution 4 the name they wouldn't submit. 15 of them confirmed for saying they are custody. And some of them then say they don't run away the time for the November 26 attempted coup. And also, una make mention say 51, not ever then are custody. And 9 people in there were according to the government now duplicated names them we been there na the list. So currently, as far as una concerned, now 15 people in there custody where una the work towards.
That is data from the Attorney General's office. Now they look at, I mean, for somebody who did before the law, or where you say in detention, and the aging officer will therefore no. And they will get a database on that, they will know whether they on trial, whether they on trial, whether they in detention, they know. So that is from the agent's office, not to anybody who that one day. Yeah? So now that's the end. As I say earlier, some of them the recommendations they did, even the first one, we began for do with APC for return to MPs for return to Parliament, get the backlog salary or whatever they call it. That they push on to the House of Parliament. Understand? Because you get the institutions, now then they look where they think they are so under the coffin, and then get the responsibility for look at them. They will tell you what the law say, what the issues are there, how they will interpret the law, because don't forget this a law and other countries. And even that was the basis on which the peace conference day happened. It was clearly established that whatever would be done at that conference day, it would be in accordance with the law.
Okay.
That was established from day one. You understand? So even down to the implementation of for associate go by the law. So the AG office, they get data on every people involved. They know the crimes the way they commit. They know the gravity of their crimes in there. You know, so now then they look at that issue there, and they be done they call the APC. I think my brother has to attest to that. They already don't sit up for look at them thing and day. Yeah, it's guys who that in I would not this one and that one and that 25 to this to this to that. As I said, the implementation not to we just be do no more as government. They say we don't involve them on every step.
So they're aware of this latest developments, the number we then give government, it's not the people them.
Yes.
They're aware.
They will not communicate to them. Not to tell you as secrets.
Well,
if you can say you get this number of people now, will people then sit down. Okay, then check. Now that at the end of the day, now come say well in actual fact, but all them people are now they were actually there right now, who we able for account for. You understand? So I mean they don't communicate until they know which in any way for saying secrets.
All right, Mr. Sisi, I think we get for come back to Pope for clarify that side. But again, you talk about the MPs them. As you know, say after we don't get the agreements, the member of parliament and other people and we don't start for work back from the opposition side. And according to you, you say the MP them, the matter we don't send them back to parliament and then go decide. But should in case the parliamentarian them, they look at and say the APC MP them, because of all the time when they don't waste outside, they're not entitled to get back them backlog. Una as a government, we don't come together and agree for peace sake. How are we able to address the issues in there?
Well, so separation of powers with yeah? The legislature are the first arm of government. Even at the executive we did. And when you look at the laws of CIO, the executive not dictate to the legislature. So that was purely an issue for the leadership of parliament to handle. They will best tell you, they will best answer this question.
But this be part of the agreement. Should in case you go on the contrary.
So now make I tell you say, everything will go on at our conference. It was clearly established that it will be in accordance with the law. So, if you get institution the way they handle, when are they responsibility for handling a particular issue, and they go send out. It just like the judiciary is like the third arm of government. When they talk about for release people there already detention, blah blah blah, they send that to the Attorney General office. You understand? Parliament back, that was an issue for Parliament. We don't know what the law where they now wake up in Parliament as to how possible for cow who stay for work, you forget what you entitled to this and that. The leadership of Parliament will best explain that to you. And the law there in such a way, the executive, you understand, no they dictate. The Parliament and your laws, we govern. So now make that particular issue there. In the country, we all live together. What you will try for push, now we will keep all together. What you will carry all go before. So all money play you. We they expect see the other in a parliament should play you with regards that issue, but not to the executive, but dictate to them. You understand? But we know say all of those issues, whatever challenges there are, the fact remains that we've made significant progress. The outstanding issues where are the challenges? But we're not enemies. Opposition don't have a party. We can't but that don't mean to say I get an heart. I mean we don't pass down the ages. Yeah. So we will always talk. The domain always open for wherever we don't stop, let it continue. Yeah. And for the usual relationship they will get. Like me the last time I can't talk I said to Secretary General that's not the prayer. Now like a big brother, be the opposite for years. Now we big one away inspire away for that. Now he make I enter APC office for the first step. Let's say that the party general she will come out to carry one competition city general. He say they go give me PR. I have PR for make press conference for all APC office. I went to that extent. Because I'm a big border.
Alright,
so we'll continue to use the relationship for parties in the best interest of the country.
Alright, Abubakar Josise, continue for the between at the studio. Let me just bring Mohammed Pope Kamara from the All People's Congress APC Party. Like, we give the public general updates 10 months after signing the agreement for national unity. Also, the two parties that were involved, we agree on 8 resolutions. And according to the government of Sierra Leone, like how we just hear from Abubakar Josise, one outstanding one way they in a resolution 3, where they talk about releasing people that will get politically motivated cases. And resolution 4, sorry. Now, the outstanding one for the government of Sierra Leone right now, and we see last week or so, the chief minister being tweets, also make mention of numbers then, where according to them, the list way on been submitted to the government say, now on a membership then they will get issues then, where on a one let them left based on waiting them don't go sign to another resolution 4, then get issues with the figures. You want to clarify to the public, like I say, them, we don't make una no say there are issues with the figures. 51 people they forced inside that number, they were according to them, not being ever there in custody. And 9 names and they wait and say duplicated. You can explain to the public from the APC, what do you think about this?
Okay, when the chief minister being put out that particular tweet, now the CC we National Secretary General being react that the tweet was misleading, and like I would say, there were a lot of misunderstandings because one thing we want to do, we don't want to campaign politics with the lives of people. We don't want to campaign politics with the lives of people and papa, people and mama, people and auntie, people and sister, people and brother or sister within a prison. Like I say, there are a lot of misunderstandings. The list way Abubakar Josise just read is a list sent to us after we don't submit your list. You understand? That is an information we then sent to us and we look at her. Then like how they say, we can realize that particular list we sent to, we get a lot of challenges. We get a lot of, like I say, misunderstanding they won't need for. I mean, for an example, they tell me about somebody when they talk say, they don't release them, not the list. They're in a prison. But we put a name there at the list we say. But and they talk say no, but when we check back now from month them they arrested in a Bo prison. As we speak, he's still in Bo prison. But a name not reflect based on the names then when the government sent back to we say they get in custody. You understand? So like I said, there are challenges and there are other people who don't detect it and then other prisons then. So now we talk say now a work in progress. You understand? All what we request for now for a speedy process in ensuring that if we have agreed, not consider it's an agreement when we go. And I like the word that there are a lot of things that we bend over backwards just for let we ensure say we get it right. And if we all don't go, then we don't get an agreement that will for release them people are so. One thing where the government they do, they make the thing a bit stiff and very difficult for us as a party. And when it comes to bending over backwards, I think we've bended over backwards to a point that we feel say it's like them itself need for show that kind of commitment. And like I was saying, it was a misunderstanding. And we don't detect some of them, 1, 2, 3 people who come for their life, when they talk say they know then they talk about duplication.
Not only 1, 2, 3, but 51 people then say not in a custody. Right. And 9 names they will then say duplicated. So the inconsistency, not like 1 or 2 people. So for the APC, when I submitted 318
that's
names.
Exactly what I say.
When I still stand say 318 names and then get issues.
We still stand on that, we still believe in that, and we still they continue for dialogue in that direction. We still they continue for negotiate in that direction. And for the issue of duplication, you know, then people are when they be arrested, you understand? The government now you hold them. Not to be APC, we don't hold real people. You understand? Now the government now you them, and we are. If the government talks 51 and need to account for them, no, then they get them. they get for account.
So, Pope, according to you, you're saying that government hold them. What did them be do really where government hold them?
Like I was saying, politically motivated cases. So we don't in this country, you and I are witnesses where you can go on radio, you talk, by the time they come up, police arrest you. We've seen that in this country. During the elections, we see how they go after with people in the southeast, where some of them burn their houses, then some people they run away, they don't know for run away. We see how they arrest them. So all those arrests during campaigns and other things, a lot of things that will happen. You understand? But like how they say, here we are in a dialogue for level push. They talk about duplications. You understand? For example, you said now two Mohamed Kamara inside the studio so now. Is that duplication of the right? Mohamed Kamara. Is that duplication? No. See, on the Liberty program, there are two Mohamed Kamara. One is a host and one is a guest. You understand? But there are two Mohamed Kamaras. So that is not a duplication. So these are all issues that we will discuss for level resolve with them. There are a lot of people who can get two names, three names. You understand? Four names. So you know, instead because they meet in the name, unfortunately, not like the school system where you get Mohamed Kamara 1, Mohamed Kamara 2, or Mohamed A Kamara 1, 2. So for us, those are not duplications. But we just believe, say, we want to let the government be more flexible so that we work on this and then we do it in the interest of the country and the people. So we are still dialoguing and we still look forward for let we all work as a unit in that particular direction.
Pope, according to you, you say you want the government to be more flexible. So government not look flexible to honor the opposition anyway?
Well, to some extent, like I say, they get serious, they get challenges.
We're not in challenge there.
Okay. One among them, for make we send this list and for let we recover something over here now. You understand? Over a year. Don't get it's almost a year, 10 months now. You understand? And immediately we come out from the Benchumani. Among those recommendations, we have this recommendation 4 and 5, they separate. You understand? And they separate. But when are the most difficult one, which should have been the resolution 3, when are the tripartite, in 6 months, we don't submit. And now we are talking about political prisoners in prison for over 10 months. Because they don't end there before we go into the dialogue. You understand? So, for let we for release with people where there are people at least let us don't cast them out because they are APC. They are Sierra Leoneans.
So in this case, like how on our to explain, now side by side they implement because now two people are going to the agreements and agree so we go work together for do this 8 resolutions then.
There are committees
still on this resolution 4, the government we don't make it clear even earlier at some points now the tripartite committee work. Dr. David Senge being post again say how APC expects them for go fend people them will be done run away November 26. So in this case, government still represents say part of the number of people who want to ask for the release are out there, they don't know their whereabouts. How both parties get for work around this?
That is not for us to justify. You understand? That is up to the government to justify. Because, for example, if I come in this to Liberty Studios, then all of a sudden I get missing. Liberty must explain. You understand? I get lost. Liberty must explain. So, if people then they arrest them, not to the people that willingly go there, they're not good. Nobody will be glad if you go to prison. They were arrested and taken to prison. And if for any reason they're not able to see the day, then now we don't call for them based on an agreement we don't get because we agreed. Say this is the direction we should go. You understand? Whether it is in the legislative arm, you understand, in the executive arm, or in the judiciary. Now then arms they are so formed to call government. You understand? And if now then arms they are so come together and form government, then government then negotiate, or not for begin put them again into arms. It simply means the commitment is not there. It simply means sincerity is not there. It simply means honesty is not there. If there is honesty, you understand, then arms they are so now then call government. Any of the arms they are not there, that government is incomplete. You understand? But for me, they can put and say, even like I don't want to talk about the parliamentarians then, the backlog, because even at the dialogue, our parliamentarians we are not interested. You understand? Our parliamentarians made it very clear. Say, no, this is about our people. Let us don't come to a dialogue and we can begin put issues related to our backlog. This I will tell you. You know, but because of everybody we want the fanfare for let things happen, for let this happen, it was put into the agreement. And as we speak, a penny they have not received in that direction. A penny they have not received. The chairman, they have not received a penny. You know, but we don't have to prioritize that because it is not also a priority issue to us as APC when it comes to backlog and other things. But if we don't sign and we don't agree, no can departmentalize them. We went there to discuss between APC and the government, not APC and the well of parliament, not APC and the judiciary, not APC and the executive, APC and the government. And we agreed. So we are expecting government in turn to respond as expected.
So this resolution 4, for example, the APC they see thought achievable based on waiting the government they present so far in 10 months down the line, on a say achievable.
We will push towards it. We will push towards it and we will ensure it becomes achievable. Because it has to do with the lives of not just, and even some of the people over there, yes, let it be known. Sometimes you can misunderstand another person to be APC, but maybe it's something like your own person. You understand? So what's important to read now that it's not just the APC, but they are Sierra Leoneans. That is key. These are Sierra Leoneans. You understand? And if we talk about for the politics say politics don't come and politics don't go, then release the people that you arrested during the political.
All right, and Pope, just after the November 26 failed coup, Dr. David Senge be call on Una the opposition, say if really Una want for NSF work with all waiting inside the agreement, people and maybe don't break out of prison, say Una the opposition gets a role for play for ensuring Una bring back on either joint government for able for apprehending people and also Una be don't play as opposition.
In the first place, we condemn that November 26 as a party because we don't believe in them processes today. We know very well that we have the numerical strength for win power through the ballot box, just like how we believe says we won the 2023 elections. So based on that particular numerical strength, we not go participate, we not go collaborate, we not go even cooperate with such people where they plan such a thing. So if there is anything, I think the government for all itself responsible that maybe they know they live up to the expectation of the citizens and people are not happy and so on and so forth. But on the issue of coup, it's a thing the APC is against, and that is all we can do. Now the government then gets a responsibility if people are lost and so on and so forth offend them. So if we people are lost, let the government find them and give them to us because that is the agreement we have.
Okay.
All right, Mohamed Pop Camera. Let me just bring Abubakar Josise from the government's angle. This outstanding resolution 4, government see achievable by the cooperation where they get from the All People's Congress. Achievable.
Okay, so I talk for government, but mention a politician like a pope. So I respond to the issues there is one, condemn November 26 or tell because government we always say this pope from education to agriculture to healthcare to infrastructure to meeting would also pass any two nations that they do and call achievements. They get to speak for themselves. That's another issue for another day. So in terms of performance, no. Now, certain people just feel for the cost trouble at this country. They will not go to tolerate that. My government, we need for a source peace and stability, for their development drive. Yeah, that is one. Two, when I win election, we are not going nowhere near winning election. You do not have that proof. I can challenge you here. If we have feel we have bigger proof, we have not go to court. If you fail to go to the court, we also have another opportunity. We have can at the court of public opinion. We have shown back with the evidence. We have we say we have give you 47%. When I left for the deceive people are parenting there, so I need for respond to them today. Now I come to the other issues where Pope ways. Yeah, this is not our party. We depend back of the interest of Sierra Leone. But when people commit crime, they don't commit those crimes in the name of political parties. You commit a crime as an individual. Yeah, we law very clear on even riot or situation. Say if you want to stick to riot, therefore all you, and the law prescribe what for happen to you. That is the law. If you go take a weapon and you hand any dangerous weapon for going to inflict harm on other citizens, the law says therefore all you. That is the law. If they only they lock you up for that one day, you don't get nothing for doing to political parties.
But now government go sign say una go release because it is stated there in a resolution 4. Say all man where they be done all based on political misunderstanding or whatever they get with the law, then for left them. And government representative sign where na commitment for so we aware say people and then a custody based on political reasons.
So now my case I be based on what they be yeah, because the one getting impression for say they just go all people there. They're not just gonna go all anybody. They want all anybody thinks they will put behind bars. you must get one crime or another way you don't commit or suspected for commit. Wait until they wait for them to go prove in case in a court or they keep her, because that is what the law says. You understand? So if you come out in a situation, they say, okay, you go make a point, say they are police captain. I start for telling you, but the definition, that was not defined in the resolutions of the Party. Who actually is a political prisoner? As far as we concerned, we do not have a political prisoner. And the definition for a political prisoner, now somebody when they hold on the basis of expressing in political belief. That definition of a political prisoner, basic definition, take any dictionary you look at. It cannot be somebody where come on, where APC close, you go in motion and the whole of our autos conduct. That person does not fit the definition of a political prisoner. That's another issue. We don't pass that issue today. I just try for make something very clear, because what then people they listen to me. You understand? Not clear them misconceptions there. However, if you don't go say them people are the old now political prisoner based on your definition. So now make a begin talk say we all bend backwards. They bend backwards, we self bend backwards. And that is one area where we bend backwards. Because issues of law and order, not to think the way they compromise. Yeah? Without law and order, nothing they go on in the country. So now government is number one priority that one day for social law and order day. Peace and stability day. Because now that one day now they make the country make any meaningful step forward. Right. Yeah. So if you don't tell me say this person, I say okay fine. Now he say because we don't agree, so they're not for Senate to Parliament, they're not for no, it doesn't work like that, my brother. It does not work like that. Because you are talking about the law here. Go read the laws and they tell you when you violate certain things, what they happen to you. You know say what you should do now. Law where Parliament don't pass. If you grab you change no matter what you know say that easy. Sabi that day. So anything when they go for, they go for by the law. Like even then see there who don't go to their recommendations there. The one that we go for the law, we already know law. Who want to change? We can only go through the process when the law stipulate for law to change them. You know, if you work in an to try for touch anyway, Parliament will not make a law. It is treasonable. You understand me? And you know the law, you know that one day. So that is the reason why till they work for those certain institutions. We push them to the, you know, for the Parliament, they push out the leadership for Parliament. In case the leadership of Parliament, they get the new law, they will govern Parliament clearly. Wait till you say this person for not carry social term, this person after this, you're entitled to this, if this person not make this.
So all land the two parties have not been taken that into consideration before then they sign?
No. Taking into consideration means say we allow the law for work. Yeah? As I don't tell you, we get 3 arms of government. We constitution very clear on our day. We, the president and your people are the executive arm. Now they will belong.
So
you cannot dictate
because if it can be ball of contention now to implement in a resolutions here, now that make her ask if the two parties have not been take that into consideration. When they agree say we agree for this 8th resolution for national unity. They not be members say there are different arms of government. We not go out for interfere with the other arms of government.
Even the discussion for it starts. The mediators there, they make a very clear say this one, yeah, now based on the laws of CIO. Make a very clear. That's the reason why you see that place. You see the not even called ECSLE. Yeah, it was for a reason. You will ask yourself why. Because the constitution of CIO make a very clear say nobody really asks ECSL question. Nobody really dictate to the waiting for you. If you want for asking a question, you go to the judiciary. That may not be calling them. So they don't set that day as a basis when they want to say this is about the laws of CIO. So if now about the laws of CIO, you know say if you take a decision under when you get for implement, now the same time they tell you about the recommendations there, you only go for recommend them through the process where the law stipulates. You understand? Alright, because when you violate the law, there are consequences.
So, Abubakar just say, how then the two parties, the APC and the government, go for implement resolution 4, where up till now, as I just bedo ask Pope, the APC still stand by the 318 names where they may present to government say, now them people here, they now in custody, but una, according to una own findings, una not get that complete number there. How una go for settle this?
Well, fine. So, as I rightly tell you, I work in progress. we don't submit this to the don't tell us say this na this. The Attorney General's office now get the data. Yeah. So if they challenge her, they go still come and tell you say na so. We dey continue for work and look into them thing and day. Then we address her to the best of our ability where they associate that particular resolution day, we actually fully don't implement her. You understand? Like the issue of parliament where you can't back. They get leadership in parliament, we self get. There is a leader of government business, there is a leader of the opposition, there is a leadership of parliament. They talk. So at that level, they can resolve whatever issues there are concerning that thing they under. They can. Let me the institutions they are so there. But right. The person don't come on here and go to the parliament and say do A, B. By law, he cannot.
All right.
So that's the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, Mr.
So all the outstanding things they will do, we they continue for Sudan. This is work in progress, not one off.
Okay.
We they continue all the time. If it cross party dialogue, none of the thing and none. We don't get engagements with them.
All right.
We even don't get government people where don't go to APC office, don't go to Sudan, we don't get discussions. Pope aware of that one day.
All right, Mr. Sise, according to you, you don't emphasize say una get close relationship with the opposition, you know, based on the instances them we don't give. But again, from Pope your standpoint there, with regards to waiting be inside the agreements, they talk about political prisoners. According to you, you say it sounds like that kind of not the part of that agreement. They una not get anything we get for do with political prisoners. Now people who commit crime, they are on a custody. Now they talk about peace and cohesion at the country. When I get followers them, the government gets people and way they support them. The opposition self get their followers them. With that kind of statement and disagreement, there, I feel say peace will continue for them at the country with different disagreement. Even when I also say disagreement they between una two.
Well, peace they always say we disagree for agree.
Yeah, but our followers they look up to now based on our statement.
No,
it can for raise the political tension.
With the statement what they make now. This is a question of clarity. It's a question of addressing misconceptions.
So that a misconception the public now.
No, me the definition where we know say political prisoner. Still to say so political prisoner. Not that way so tell me why they refer to. You understand? I don't make the case very clear now. When they own you on the basis of expressing your political belief or practicing your political belief, yeah, that falls within the definition strict sense of a political prisoner. You will get concerned, they owe you party people there. You understand? Per something. You understand me? If now law another issue, it does not fall within the definition of political. I like na riot because the law of Salon very clear. When you go there per riots. So they can hold you the charge to court, that's the law of Sierra Leone. So no matter whether you be go there in the name of party, that does not, it does not fall in that definition of political prisoner. However, now I make my point say, we don't bend backwards and say, okay, if you know, however difficult this resolution may be for implement, but we agree in the best interest of the country. Let's have been bend backwards for something there. We said, now one side we will bend backwards. And we genuinely intend for implement that one day. Now we don't show the data, we don't check the list, we should don't.
But according to a delay day for implement and a concern for them.
Well, it will always be select the lady that is not happy at all. What do we know with the implementer?
So what is the cause delay? What is the stumbling block?
Well, because it is a process. You therefore, now from the one I don't tell you, the AG office therefore look at, first of all, you are talking about the entire country. Now the entire country they talk, you have to know people already behind bars. You get for check now the entire country for no. Based on the own list where they come with, then you self go check. You get for check all that day, you get for look at the offense them where they commit.
And inside 10 months, government not able to do that.
Well, so the process still on. I mean, we don't show data now say we know about social person, we know about that one day, we don't know about this one. We don't can explore that now. That tells you work be done the happy on this one. If work not be done the happy, we don't go this vocation. You understand? Now, me where they talk say, we should account for people behind bars. Yes, we should account for people behind bars. But in the way November 26 being at this time, where people they go attack the prisons and open up. How do you account for those people? We put out waiting and some of them, they all roll and they win and come back. Others they willingly go give themselves up back. On the hand, and disappear. So how you work out for somewhere on the way, now fugitive. You understand? The only way you go do now, we share you like you not share, you not share.
So the names them we know in that list to APC submit now the one that they broke out of prison November 26. Then be there amongst them people in there.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, it didn't say you get away again. You understand? A good number of them we break out. We no grief for return back, and we will not hold it.
Mr. Sise, apart from resolution 4, where you say una still the work on together with the APC, you say progress day. There is another outstanding one where the public not only gets updates on resolution 6, where they talk about rekindling the relationship between political leaders. And in brackets, they then specifically make mention of the former presidents and vice presidents and political leaders in generally. Waiting on the happen with resolution 6, rekindling the relationship between political leaders, specifically the past presidents.
Yes, we're not going issues with that one. Yeah, like if they talk about the former vice presidents, you got a good relationship with the former vice presidents. The other hand, the way they don't hold on that long, the other way they say they are alive now. Victor Fo and Sansumana. I like Sansumana. I said 1-2 occasions in the state house. He said they would invite her any camp. You understand? And that all intended for build that relationship. VP4, of course, now no say he be not dinner with question.
What about the former president? What's in the relationship with government?
Former president and Skoma, up to the time of the November 26 coup, where he become a suspect, he should not be there. Yeah, and I can say this again, in a relationship, now the two people they go for disagree in the relationship. Yeah, like even the former I call it APC flag there, Dr. Samuel Kamara. Dr. Samuel Kamara and President Bio, they don't pass ages. In 1996, where President Bio overthrew Strasser, and then the owners of Jamande. Wait, that short term when you get chance for who as a young military leader. The possible pick for me finance minister and Dr. Samuel Kamara. 1996. They had that relationship, they worked together. That day. And as I speak to you, now the same church the day. You really feel say they're going at the same church.
So Dr. Samuel Kamara now just a flag bearer for 2023 for the APC. My question is, the past presidents where the resolution say rekindling the relationship, the past president and President Biyowe na in charge of the government. Now, waiting to happen to that resolution day.
So now I don't say so. Rekindling the relationship. We'll not begin a relationship with someone for that time. But now we are relationship government invites up government functions and they can. They can with president. Former Vice President Victor Fo always the president.
No, former President Kuruma. Waiting at the situation.
So tell me say no, former president.
Yeah, because they say former president. No, resolution say former president. And why we not say they are alive? Now former President Kuruma.
So now you for those Zumo. Yeah.
That's what I asked earlier.
No, it's a former.
I said former president.
It's difficult to get a kind of relation once we don't pass away. We only get to live with former president.
Yeah, so Adekam, former vice presidents. I don't think about the former vice president.
Okay.
Political party leaders. We get good relationship with all the political party leaders. And President Bio in your relationship now with Dr. Samuel Kamara, how they explain to you so now.
Okay.
Say they don't work together. How many years you go to tell President Bio pick up for me for a finance minister? They work together. And as I speak to you, now the same church they did about 4 St. Luke Church, understand?
Right.
So they have a relationship. And you see, where if you went like invite a function at state house, you see what they talk, they go over, they go this, they go that. You understand me? Now I'll tell you about former president and his wife Oma. Before the November 27 coup, there was no problem. On a couple of occasions, President Bella invited a function at state house.
Okay.
What I tell you, we began cross-party dialogue where he as APC leader, he can have state house. Yeah, President Biyowe is going to talk. So that relationship as far as because I was there. Yeah.
Okay.
Now in this school now, they say na suspect. Suspect the indirector. Now they down in middle end.
All right. According to you, Mr. Sisi, inside your first submission, you talk say where relationship dey between two people and the two people and for agree. President Bill and the former president Ernest Koroma. Among the two, who don't agree for the party business?
I can tell you one thing about President Bill. Because I've known him for a very long time now. I want to say known him. I don't need around that with the go up and down. Now, person we get forgiving heart. Now, person we don't get nothing against anybody. But I like Kuska Plaba on the day she say all things they don't. You don't forget. We get plenty of people inside this government, including people there to music in the world. When that time they hold we turn our politics, the way they attack her. You know, but if I imagine saying any people should not talk to you. Someone they right inside office and state house. Yes, that's the kind of person. So another issue, person, make it tell you that one day for free. Yeah? And it always do what it do, and a person way believe for bring everybody come together. I can tell you that they back for free. People the way you know ever expect say, hey, they will also get business. They get business because of Sierra Leone. Yeah? So me at the talk for President Bill, me no and say that kind of person. You see the ten self way in the opposition. Now a very peaceful person ever since my life. The school where I go school and I go. It come out few years before me go there. Why go I water. This na person one day where they not write in the classroom say he make noise. Before now I say they beat her for anything in the school.
So the corporation not been there from former President Koroma for the
I'm just stating this. Me wouldn't be known how they talk for.
But when did we talk earlier, Mr. Sise?
He go all kind of way. He put we on the trajectory for peace. So that episode
when you be they talk earlier, you say all the way that this resolution them. Now both parties work hand in hand for ensure say una achieve them. So this particularly rekindling relationship among political leaders them. Former President Koroma, una don't get in your cooperation because it stated clearly in brackets say former presidents, you come to the vice presidents and other political leaders. For the presidency side, una been get cooperation from the other hand for ensure say this work.
I will say this again. President may never get any issues from my president Ernest Koroma. Never.
Una get cooperation from the APC side for let this relationship work.
That's what I'm saying now. Yeah? We don't say we're in the process of implementing the resolutions. When November 26 card. We don't know that one day. And November 26 implicated former president Ernest Koroma. So then perhaps will not be the fallout. But before that time, well, we not begin issue with her. Because any national function, where considering a state house, then they send invitation to her. Now they choose not for car. If you say no, they can go to every national function they invite her. So if you not be saying, I know they can. Yeah, not you know the way na salon business where they not ask her for let they can do. So now I can tell you say relationship na two people.
So now I ask you that say if cooperation be done there for this relationship where you say na two people, if you they say relationship na two people, you better get cooperation from the other hand for let the relationship work. Now the question that
I know I'm for going to that one day.
Why?
Waiting I know. Now two people they talk on and I can begin give background of the other person you need sabi. Former president Ernest Koroma, as I be assured, the entire way they edit Democrat newspaper, what didn't stop press restaurant. Now the investment with me, former boss, Pausway. So when you see me the off na Youth Cup, now to we the go stop. We began a personal relationship. I knew him. He was my friend.
So you sabi the two people them.
No one I remember tell say I know him briefly. Because then tell them I not be go through what they call it.
Okay.
I know him in the go sit down, we want to keep company. One time they asked me for do one or two stuff there for and then when he was in opposition. When he became president, a different ball game. President Bio, for the better part of 10 or almost year, I don't get around that they go up and as Sabi and well. I can tell you I can tell everything what I'm saying a person way when it comes to peace, when it comes to good relationship with the country.
Let me bring Mohammed Pope Kamara, resolution 6. How far the APC don't go for work towards Sam, where they talk about for rekindle the relationship between political leaders then state them in brackets the former president, former vice president and the political leaders then. How far una don't go for implement this resolution?
Thank you very much. And before that, please permit me for that just go back on one important something. And I like the definition where Justice Egi about political prisoners. And it is based on that definition people were arrested. They were arrested because they are APC. It is based on that definition that our people were arrested because they were arrested because their belief is in the APC. You understand? So I just want to make that day, and I thank him for that, for helping and aiding us with that particular definition. And it stands very clearly that our people were arrested simply because they were APC. Right. We've seen it in this country where within our party office, you understand, expressing our political right to do a press conference, we are tear gassed, arrested, beaten up, and even killed. You understand? The story is there. So, if you get a particular definition, it simply tells us that indeed our people were arrested simply because of their political belief. On the issue of, they talk about the records in terms of achievement in governance, this and that. For obvious reasons, he said one word, and I want to go by that it will be a topic for another day. Because we've never come across a government that have bastardized the constitution than the current SNPP government. The records are there, the videos are there. You understand? And they can say, I go want for long and protect me.
No, it's okay. So now on resolution 6, how far are they for implementing resolution 6?
I know they appeal for protection. Then for resolution 6. Okay, for resolution 6. You know, that is exactly where another difficulty is. But we thank the PPRC. We at least the run begin start for initiate the process, because the call recently we meet and we have fruitful deliberations in that direction. But according to Mr. Susina, so two people have agreed, and one we don't declare and compensate, they are not friends. They get caught Sadia. And the person who do that declaration is President Bio. He was very clear that he cannot to party. You understand? One we don't declare. So if they invite somebody not to party by function, that person will feel protected when he knows exactly, you understand, the kind of things the way they happen within the country, the kind of way people are being embarrassed, people are being molested, people are being disenfranchised, the way and manner at which, and former President Kumar gets a record for booming and boosting up the economy of this country. And you not go see the people and they suffer, the people and they go down the so they see democracy under how do they call it, oxygen. Then we talk so then it participates into all kinds of things. But you don't declare the person is not your friend. So I will expect the person for
so this resolution 6.
So resolution 6.
Now been just protocol no more than put on the list.
It emanated from all those statements made by, you understand, the current president, and the way and manner. If you have the energy is very slack, the energy is not there, the life is not there between the relationship, it's not healthy. And if you don't see, we don't get to a point that people are afraid for even associate themselves with other political parties, especially a political party. We know they dance to the drums of the current government. We don't see how they sack workers them simply because they're not because of them they're not APCO, but because of them belong to a particular region or them get particular surnames. We see how the statistics sacking will take place. They were calling them like what they call picking in a school. You understand? We see all those negative things in this country. So you will really see the relationship between the two, especially between the two, is not healthy. It's not healthy. So if they put them into that particular document as a resolution, it worth it. Because like how we always say, with the APC, we believe in the Sierra Leone first. We believe in the Sierra Leone first.
According to Ram, attempts done there for work on this particular resolution. And they say, only speak from their own side, say efforts were made for get former President Kuroma and President Bio for get them speaking.
You just want to make the public know, say, you do this. You don't do it with sincerity. And I believe so if we can't discuss issues of national interest, we got to be honest and sincere about them. You understand? Like for me, I know we can speak on behalf of former President Kuroma. I will speak for both sides if I want to be sincere. And for me to limit yourself to just one side, one, you don't present yourself as a biased personality in the debate and in the discussion, and you don't present yourself, say, now one position in the team. And I feel, say, what you really can answer, now for look at the position, where the slacks are, we tighten them up. Where there is a blank space, now we fill them up. You understand? Now we can debate for, let we correct the odds them, let we cross the T's, and let we dot the I's them for a better Sierra Leone. That is exactly why we are here. You understand? There is a record for former President Goma, says, a man of peace. And also, it is on record that when President Bioguna Parliament, on the state opening, when you listen to the speech, there is a message of peace. There is a message of cohesion. You understand? So with the APC, we don't speak for our person, we follow. When we oppose objectively. You understand?
So what's in the Hamburg, this particular part of the resolution, where they say for the king
as we say, I will not tell you that. Why don't you say we talk about, say, the problems the way they get now because of the different arms of government? We are not talking about processes. What they're ready for beat parliamentarians, then they don't be informed there at parliament. They take one green day, not so, then beat them and do what they have to do. We are talking about the delay. So like how they not be delayed for beat the parliamentarians, like how they not be delayed for tear gas then, let them also use that delay for save Sierra Leoneans. You understand? So it's not about the process. The process is there. The institutions are there for making them do the needful. You understand? So it's about the delay. If we don't talk about something where we can handle within 3 weeks, within 1 month, within 2 months, 3 months, then now we don't take 10 months into RAM. We get picking right now they go school simply because their fathers are in prison. Nobody not able for help them. The economy is strong. The mama not able for help them out. We get picking that we don't go astray simply because their mothers are in prison. Nobody not able for take care of them. So the only policy of survival and guidance, not only when they go out. So these are the challenges that we. So it's not about the process. We are talking about the delay in the process.
All right, Pope, they emphasize on the delay. As a political party and the opposition, APC, on a trust and believe, say, the government go able for work towards achieving what will all be done signed to?
Well, if you work with person, you don't have a choice. If you want to know and succeed, when I go for clear the gaps and get a trustworthy relationship. And in as much as there are delays who they express, we are still pushing. In as much as there are delays who still they make mention of, you understand? We are still pushing. You understand? And we want to encourage them in the name of the citizens of this country, in the name of the people and who we believe with the out there, in the name of the suffering masses, in the name of those suffering children whose fathers and mothers are in prison. Please, Mr. Government, expedite the process.
But sincerity in this process, implementing the resolutions here, you see sincerity from the other side?
I don't make mention of challenges. And they don't appear so far for be sincere, and we look forward to the expedition of those processes. They appear to be sincere.
And I bring you back to this resolution 6. What in the APC don't do from on our side for rekindle the relationship between our political leaders and including former President Nkrumah and that of government?
And as I speak to in that direction, with leadership they ensure yes indeed, then they get into regular touch. You understand? With the government, sometimes now we they write them, now we they call them, now we they put them. So we have to do this. We have to do this. For the people of this country, we have to do this. For the sake of this country, we have to do this. And maybe I will tell you something else. We don't bend to a point that you people are witnesses because you know nothing at the media. You understand? We don't bend into this to a point that we they even get accusations of being sell out to the government. That's just to tell you how far, you understand, we they go for them we ensure because they can say we believe in the Sierra Leone first principle. You understand? That is exactly what is within our take. That is exactly why we they ensure say we tell you we please we moral guarantors them, we partners them for make them know say we don't ensure say we subscribe to the peace and we want that relationship for established. You understand? Because when it comes to the elections, when it comes to governance, when it comes to criticism, when it comes to the people's votes, the people that know what they feel, the people that know what they go through, the people that know say yes. You understand? Life in Sierra Leone is like life in hell. at the moment. So it's very challenging for us as a country. They know. So when that time comes, the people will know what to do. But for now, we've gone far in ensuring that we call them, we write them.
It's always unfold after November 26. This particular part from the resolution is achievable for a kindred relationship.
Yes, it is achievable for obvious reasons, and not. I have to be very guided, because the issue of former President Obama up to now day, not court. Now I don't can make a statement. Really.
No, we're not interfere with the courts. Now the relationship where the resolution said them for a kindred.
You understand? So we don't. I'm not going to that. But for us, we believe say it is achievable, because if you listen to Justice talk, I said they're not for the power forever. And it is true, President Leone not going for the power forever. You understand? Again, for going to the opposition. So what he gets for them, based on the relationship we established as a nation and for our people, you understand? When we take up governance, you understand? I will say it expect people to accord them the respect they deserve as former presidents when that time comes. And they get to be established from this agreement we don't get. They get to be established as to how we implement them. They get to be established as to how we move them forward. They get to be established as to how we start respecting ourselves as senior citizens of the country. So I think they get to start from there. And for us, we don't decide for our President Kuma, former President Kuma, we don't forgive the statement that not to embody.
Okay.
He told us that he said, I don't forgive, and because we want to move forward.
All right. Lastly, before they left Pope and joined Abubakar Josisi, according to you, you talk about the thing them we wanna be signed to, we wanna still a push for the government adhere to all in the. Should in case government fail for adhere to some, una's opposition, it will be on our next line of action.
We'll push them for me there.
How una go push them?
Well, we have democratic processes to do that, and we'll use every democratic tool with the at we disposal for make them adhere, because we've agreed and they will.
Okay.
That sounds like a threat.
No, it's not a threat. Democratic processes are not threats. You understand? Democratic processes are catalyst push, and we will use any tool within our disposal within the democratic framework.
Abubakar Josisi, the ball has been thrown to the government of Sierra Leone. The APC is ready for pushing democratically for ensure say una do it una be done sign to.
We not to them they push me, yeah. We get a responsibility for keep this country together, and I am President they push for. Because there has always ever been a peaceful person. From the time they were in the early 30s, we get opportunity for Tima before this country. They demonstrate that when they say now peaceful person, he lead on the path of peace, he introduce democracy, so he get a track record. And waiting for all we together as a country. So any trade they will be together as a country, preservation for it and they go for it. But I need to make certain things clear to hope. I will understand yourself. When they use word, how they express it, now you will take it out of context. You, where should I? You know to me, buddy. Again, it comes to definition. Me, buddy, na person know too close, we do things in common. That is my friend. But me and you, they get along. Either because we are citizen or to a neighbor or to a boy, you are not my friend. Basic. President Bio, former President Escoma, in the street sense of the word, not a party. But now big man, we respect for themselves. So then they always talk, we na big man, we respect for, we they work together. But in the street sense of the word, you know, that not in any way mean to say, and they have anything against you. No, sir, you are taking it out of context. Let me get that clear understanding.
All right, Abubakar Josisi, I don't want to come in quick. According to you say we use word based on the context where people will interpret them.
Everyone get context.
Exactly so.
Yeah. But if you know use word in the context, you won't not get me.
Yeah, but of course, after where the president be used that statement, they will neither be altered that statement. You know, if you say people be passive and differently, like the relationship not good at all between he and the former president.
Yes, now you go passive. Anything like if we don't talk now, everybody get your interpretation. That's the beauty about democracy. Not to you, they always say what you don't talk now, correct too. So, but in the other way, where they critique, you understand? That is just how it is. You know,
but as a sitting president, if you use a statement like that, so the outgoing president, when are the former president?
No, you not to be party, no me say me in an enemy. Party, if they take a distinct sense of the word, party means say me and you close. I'm a party.
Right.
One party.
So go ahead.
But we didn't have one that will commit. Yeah, we wanna give you workmates now, but this other person not to Ibadi. But we na workmates now. Get respect for ourselves as workmates. We na support ourselves. We na cooperate in doing things. But the person is not your friend because certain things they way close to her. Well, you know, wherever we are to you for one reason or the other. That is what it is. But you know, ever mean to say the person hates you? No. You understand me? Former president by commerce no go talk her. But inside again your party there. If he inside APC, people there sabi your people there. They sabi there. Purpose don't have not to all man and your person. We all sabi that day. And I deliberately avoid former president Kuma issues because I don't talk in the interest of peace and national stability.
Yeah.
Pope no position there I understand. Me na government today. The thing wey me self know if I talk now, you know they fine. But me no go talk. Okay. Let me just pass things in the best interest of our country and our people. When peace day, now country go before. Yesterday, President Leone the chair US Security Council and the whole world. Every Syrian should be proud of that. Now next thing we they do. Pope they talk about difficulty, this and that, yeah, the entire world is difficult. Everything is difficult in the world. So but by we own best of our ability, we don't manage the situation well. If you talk about when I left, waiting former President Kuma manage economy when I left in so much distress, economy where una says when I declare austerity, I left in tatters. We will come to that day for another day.
And I bring you back to this resolution 6. After all waiting that happened after the November 26, we know say former President Nkrumah, they under the law, but how government they try for rekindle the relationship with them?
It is work in progress. The boy said don't turn will they continue for engage.
Since you go on the medical where it they on, where in case still carry on a court, President Bio don't ever reach out like checking up on you. They on medical waiting they happen as part of rekindling the relationship with the resolution say for rekindle.
I still no one's no get a focus.
But they part of the resolution.
Oh, yes, at the camp.
So we not go left from out.
If you win case day, against her, a case as big as treason are the biggest case we possibly get in our country. Yeah, when the proposal came for him to be released on bail and go out, nobody not stand in the way. You understand? They just allowed the law for taking course and let that happen. Then they honor because people feel safe for treat other people with respect. Even when the indictor, you understand, by that case day, by that for them behind bars, then they put president and behind former president behind bars. Look at the silver where they show that Brazil out. They be saying in jail. You understand? We get instances of other former leaders there, former leaders in Peru and other places, they are in jail. They are still not up to a peculiar. Where you tell them not as a waiting, but people they treat people here with respect. Even though for a case as
so they are in communication, that's what it's there for say. They are in communication.
Even for a case as serious as treason, where as a suspect, he deserves to be behind bars. Nobody not put on it. Then treat him as a former head of state. They make like an host. So there's an indication to you say people they treat people with respect. They treat people with respect. They talk away, Pope, they talk around, they go meet in a party office, they go this, they go that. My brother, law is law. If you they go gather some side, then tell you say you not for gather, it is a violation of the law. If you insist for that, when they tell the law against you, don't also complain.
So then they in communication, former President Nkrumah.
I'm not able to tell you that one day. I'm not able to tell you that one day. Yeah, I cannot tell you that.
All right. So
what I will tell you, what I will tell you, now I will tell you so. Yeah.
All right. Pop one for left the studio.
I speak more for President Bio because now I sabi more. I sabi for my president is by command. I tell you say if they go to we and this and that everything, but I don't know much. But I know President Bio much because I don't day long with her. I don't day around them. I don't work out her. I know a lot about her. So I can tell you for free say, na man of peace. na person wey get forgiving heart, na kind person.
Alright, Mr. Sise.
Na person wey believe in Sierra Leone. Na person wey ready for transform Sierra Leone, and he want for left that transformative legacy there. I defend for this now.
Alright, let me just read messages and quickly. Pope one for left the studio, but let me just read message and quickly because I might get questions and for response. So I go read from YouTube, whilst my colleague go read from the Facebook. Now the YouTube channel, the very first message we are going to look at, Crew Bay, they ask, say, can APC make the names submitted public, and if not, why can't the names be made public?
All right, from the Facebook page, this message will come out from Joseph Madalahai. They say EBK has never been positive since he left power. His desperation for power is so annoying.
All right, Peter Dauda, na the YouTube channel, he said the rule of law should always prevail irrespective of any agreement between the APC and the SLPP.
Again, from the Facebook, this one they come out from Sulaiman Kamara. They say the worst waste of time is arguing with a fanatic who does not care about truth or reality, but only the victory of his belief and illusion. There are people who, no matter how much evidence we present to them, are not in the capacity to understand. The others are blinded by egos, hatred, and resentment, and all they want is to be right, even if they are not. Mr. Sise, you are insincere.
More messages to look at. This other one, they say, I'm pretty sure if the list is made public, they will help you guys to find those that are not yet released. Let's be transparent to the world.
This is coming from Alaji Kelly Toure from the Facebook page. They say, Mr. Sise, continue to fool the public in the name of politics, but you are doing this because APC are not serious to stand for the people's rights.
All right, the final one I'm going to look at because of time. Samuel Mansare say, Mr. Sise, agreement is agreement, but the government has signed to it, but you are not sincere with the leadership of the APC, and they are weak.
The last one I will take now the Facebook page. They come up from Joseph again. They say, I can't imagine APC talking about nationalism, liars.
All right, from their message and they will cover to we guess them. I'm going to begin with you, Popo, one for left the studio. Somebody they ask, say, if we make the list public, perhaps people in the public will help for find the one they will lost.
Okay, me in publicity, the deputy publicity of the party, there is a committee responsible for that particular side of the implementation. If it is prudent for let the list go public, then we will talk with them and then we will see what we will do. But for now, I can't confirm that. But like I was saying, there is a list where we don't submit. But if it's necessary for let it go public, then we'll advise accordingly in that direction. And in Leone final statements, we first of all want to continue for comment liberty for independent mannerism in terms of publications and other things. Then also we want to continue for urge government for make them adhere to what we don't agree. Let we ensure says what we talk about it has to do with the lives of our citizens, with the lives of our people, and also what we talk now so it gets for those mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, uncles, grandfathers, when they in prison, we believe say as Sierra Leoneans, their life matter. And once more, we want to tell the people and say we are preparing ourselves as a government in waiting. God bless the APC, because in the struggles of the APC, there is victory. God bless us all.
Many thanks for you joining at the studio this morning. Over to Abubakar Josise. People let me get concerns them as we wrap up this edition of the Breakfast Show.
Well, one or two people say, other people they text saying poke them, but the other come for me at the APC firing them. You know, sincere. I mean, then scare them come also, but me not say be sincere. And waiting at the talk. Me, pass, I don't go out and can't go out and come. When I salon, I ever don't see them. I don't go see the other side. So me, I believe in salon. And waiting good for salon, I will talk. Somebody will get your different view. Understand? So, but this other person, they say, me, they continue for fool the public because of this, blah, blah, blah. So then here we used to then kind of blasting there now. I mean, they are commonplace. But what's really the serious thing and the fact is we get a strong commitment as a government for fully implement the recommendations we don't come from the tripartite, because we don't see identity and they will make the electoral process very healthy and credible, and they also will ensure, say, the country enjoy peace and stability and national cohesion. So they implement it, as I mean, say earlier on, this whole thing, but tripartite or cross-party committee for electoral reforms that was a new initiative because they want for now address the electoral issues that are going forward. So that's our focus. Whatever outstanding issues there are, we ensure we address the issues that they're going for. This is work in progress. But again, we've made significant progress where we are them. We will continue to look at the other issues that we left. We'll address everything we go due to the satisfaction of all in the best interest of the country.
All right, gentlemen, many thanks for joining at the program this morning. We've been get Abubakar Josise from the Ministry of Information, and also we've been get Mohammed Pope Kamara from the All People's Congress APC Party as they can update the public 10 months on after the agreements for national unity with them been signed. They can tell the public how far they don't go for implement the 8 resolutions them where they inside this particular agreement. Many thanks to yourself. We like, share, and tell people about Liberty Online TV. Many thanks for sending you message. Continue for monitor Liberty Online TV as we get more programs where they come out different times during the day. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabadi say get a good day and continue for the day for Liberty.
And me, I'm Mohamed Kamara say get yourself a lovely day. Goodbye.